been a couple weeks, hasn't it? I think the last time I minivanned was the day I was down by the lake and the police officer came up behind me. Well, I'm back at the lake. I'm pulled off, so I'm not blocking a road, and we should be fine. So, oh yeah, hello, I'm Kathy. Welcome to Spicey Cat Jams. It's pretty much all of my seasoned friends who watch these because it's kind of just a little vlog chit chat. So as usual, don't have to watch me. You can just listen to me while you're doing whatever it is. So, after I'd posted that video and I'd mentioned it on Snapchat too, that the police officer drove up behind me, one of my friends who is involved with the city and familiar with the police told me, she's like, do you know why the officer pulled up and checked on you? Because there is someone in town with a van that sleeps by the lake frequently. It is true. It's kind of a sad domestic type situation, but anyway, the law enforcement kind of keep an eye on her, blah, blah, blah. And evidently they thought maybe this was me or I was her. Anyway, so there you go. So hopefully I don't talk as long today. So what's new? It's August. Hello, Minnesotans have a new law. All of you, I hope you're abiding. No cell phones in your hands at all. Illegal. Fines, tickets. They're not joking. Which it's about time. I'm pretty sure other states already have this. I've always, I am guilty. Yes, I don't usually record videos, but I have been known to Snapchat or take pictures while I'm driving. And I've been trying to cut down because I know it's not safe. And I don't even like, though, which is kind of, this makes no sense. Eddie gives me a hard time because I don't even like talking on the phone. Like if he calls me and I'm driving, I don't like talking. I find it distracting, but I have no problem Snapchatting or taking a picture. Don't ask me. So my van, Miss Charlie here, does not have the capability to Bluetooth into the system. I know there's like workarounds, whatever. Eddie's like gung-ho, thinks I need to get like the good old trucker headset thing, which I don't want because I don't talk on the phone while I'm driving very much. So I think I'll be just fine. If anything, I need to bring in my mount so I can at least just in like one touch, or I can do the Google Assistant, to answer the call. But anyway, that's new in Minnesota. It was county fair weekend here in my county. I did not go because I worked all weekend. I am still training at this new position. I'm getting a little stronger. Tonight, I just got off work, by the way, at 6. Who knows what time this will post. It's 6:49 while I'm sitting down by the, I always say river, but it's really a lake. And tonight, it was just a lot going on. And this desk where I'm training at, there is a lot that's always going on. And everything's a little different. So when you're still learning it, at least for me, I can get easily flustered because I can't do things as fast. I have to think or look at notes. So once I know everything, I think it'll be better. But every day is better. And that's what the guy who trained me and reminded me that, see, he's like, 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have been able to do this. And so he's really encouraging. Then it was so funny tonight because I did get flustered, and I told him, I said, oh, this is a bad one. I said, I was about to lose it a few times. He's like, I know, I could tell. I go, oh, you could see me shutting down. He's like, yeah. But he recognizes that. He and Eddie chat and are good old friends and commiserate with each other about having to deal with me and my anxiety or how I don't listen or do things my own way. It's kind of sweet. So that's been going okay. He will be gone in 2 weeks. He has to go to another location, so I will be on my own. So keep going. But yeah, I was getting frustrated. What else happened? Oh, talk about frustrations. So just doing this new job, it's not a bad thing, but it stresses me out. Again, you guys know I've talked about it. I don't like new things. Well, it's not that I don't like new things, but new tasks, new skill sets where I have to learn them and I don't know. I feel like I forget that I'm human and I need to like learn and be trained like anybody else. I think I should just know things immediately or after one time, and that's not the case. But so it just like, you know, I stress myself out. And so it had been a couple days where it was pretty stressful. And then I got off work, came home, didn't get a lot of sleep, and I had to do some errands. And then I came home at like 5:30 and I walked in the door and it like I could smell in the basement, and it smelled not like, you know, the litter box was full, because that's a whole different smell, but it was like dampness. And I'm like, well, it's been kind of humid out and sometimes it just, you know, that happens. We have a dehumidifier, but maybe it quit working, whatever. So I walk downstairs and I get down there and I look around and we have water in the basement. Not, again, people, it could have been so much worse, but basically our sump pump quit running. It died. I don't know how long it died, because there was like all the corners kind of where it could have water. It did. And we've had, not frequently, but we've had some issues before. So most of the stuff we have is up like on a pallet or off the ground. So not a lot other than garbage was affected. But I'm alone because Eddie's on the road. I don't even remember. He was many states away, and I'm tired, and I'm like, I had no idea what to do in this situation except call my husband right away. And I'm like, Eddie, we have water in the basement. And I ended up telling this story to my coworker who works with me, and he was about dying because I'm telling him the whole thing about what Eddie's doing, what I'm doing, because he has already figured me out and he can see how Eddie has to like bring Kathy from the ledge. So, and Eddie's like, okay. And I said, you know, the sump pump's not running. I could see the water was overflowing. And so right away, Eddie instantly clicks into, I mean, he's not mad. He is, as far as, you know, a partner in life, we are a good match because he doesn't elevate a situation. He stays very calm and he knows that I can go over the edge very quickly. So he's like, okay, the sump pump died. And he's like, in the corner, there's a spare sump pump. I didn't even know we had a spare sump pump, but we did. So he like told me what to do, how to set it up. I had to like, it has a big long hose. I had to like pick it up the stairs and out the door. And, so I did all that and it started working. And then in another corner of the basement, there was a drain that was capped off. So he's like, well, he told me where to find the tool to open it. And I was trying, and I swear, I mean, I know lefty loosey, righty tighty, and that's what I asked him. And he's like, I'm like, which way do I turn it? And he's like, lefty loosey. I was turning lefty loosey. I would get it to move a little bit and a little bit, and I could not get it open. And now I'm starting to lose it and start to cry because I'm also standing in water now, and I'm in flip-flops. Yes, Kathy, maybe you should have put some real shoes on, but now I'm thinking my flip-flops are already dirty, but I'm slipping on the floor because it's a concrete floor, which is wet, and could not, you know, I'm trying to bend over and get this open. It was not good. I was crying, and Eddie could hear I was crying. And then he's like, okay. He goes, well, let me go. I'm going to call the hardware store. I'm going to call Dwayne and see if he has a new sump pump. So we hang up the phone, and I'm fighting with this stupid drain cover. And then he calls me back, and he's like, okay, he has a new sump pump. You need to go pick it up. I've made arrangements. I'll pay for it when I get home. Just go there. He's only open till 6:30. And I'm like, I can't get the drain open. And he's like, it's okay. The sump pump's running. You did that great. He's like seriously having to encourage me. So I like go get my sump pump, and then I'm like, I get home and I get it, and he calls again, and I'm like, I don't know how to change a sump pump. So close to hysterics. And Eddie's like, I don't expect you to know how, but we have it. And I honestly don't know how the man has so much patience. So I never did get the cap opened. And then, now this is the gross part, but I'm real. We have a phantom pooper. I don't know if I've shared that out here before. So of our cats, we have a cat that has no medical reason, and we can't figure out the behavioral reason that he will pee in the litter box, but he doesn't always poop in it. I think he actually had an issue with my beautiful black pearl dolly, because since she's passed, he hasn't done it as much. So basically he poops in the basement wherever he wants. And I try and clean it up and whatever. It doesn't always happen because it's always there. So needless to say, there were like several hidden piles I hadn't found, and some I just hadn't gotten around to cleaning because I kept telling Eddie, when you're home, I need you to help me with this because I can't breathe especially when it's humid and I get dust and stuff going from my asthma. So I'm like, I need you to help me, and we just never got around to it. So of course, all of these poop piles are where there is water. So that's the other part that's stressing me out, because I'm like, I know I have to deal with this, and now it's wet poop. And what do I do? So, long story long. You know, I'm a long story gal. Eddie also called his father, my Pa A, who lives in the same town, and he like has to save me all the time when Eddie's out of town, and said, well, he's, 40 miles away. They were doing some shopping, taking care of errands in a town. And he's like, but he'll call when he gets home to see how you're doing if you need help. And then I didn't say anything. I probably did a couple of those. And Eddie's like, do you want me to call him and tell him just to come right away as soon as he gets here? And I said, yes, please. So I said, at least I'll start sweeping and, cleaning up all the poop. Which is what I did. I got the cat boxes cleaned out. I took out some like empty cardboard boxes. I took out some garbage and got that. So it was like an hour later. Was this before? So it was before then, before his dad came. So the sump pump's running. And then the kitties are like down there investigating, and they're leaving little wet paw prints everywhere. And then I had Eddie on speaker while I was trying to sweep and do this cleanup. And Eddie's like, okay, you'll be fine. I'll talk to you later or call me when Dad's there. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, bye. I love you. And then I keep working. Oh, no. He didn't hang up. He sat and listened to me cry. Because then all of a sudden he goes, stop crying. And I'm like, oh, you're still there. And he goes, it's not your fault. And I'm like, it is my fault. I said, I thought I smelled something like the day before, like that dampness, and I didn't check it out. So, not that it would have made a difference, but anyway, and I just, he's just like, I know you're tired. You've had, you didn't get sleep. You've had a long week at work. And you're trying to deal with this. You're just tired. You're doing great. You got that sump pump changed. It's like, yeah. Anyway, my father-in-law did come and my mother-in-law. And he was, of course, able to get the drain open right away. But he turned it the other direction. So he turned righty-tighty and it loosened it. So I don't know who put that in. Or maybe I forgot my left and my right. I don't know what it was. So I was moving it and tightening it. Yeah, good job, Kath. So once he got that opened, I squeegeed the water into that drain, and he replaced the sump pump for me, and we got it all set up. And then I took a shower, because now I had like mud and crap all over my feet, and I was really tired. Yeah, so, could have just told you my sump pump went out, but I thought I'd make it a nice long story. So that happened. I don't remember what else. Yeah, I've been really bad and lazy, and I haven't been going to water exercise, and I feel really guilty because seriously, the pool is right over there. So I have three punches left on my punch card. I need to make sure I use those this season. It is monarch season. There are monarch butterflies everywhere, and I thought, I did this at work before. I grew up, my mom was a kindergarten teacher, and she absolutely loves monarchs. Hence the reason I have a tattoo in her memory on me, and I have also loved monarchs, and whenever I see one, I know it's my parents saying hello type of a thing. So, but what she did as a kindergarten teacher is every year at school, this time of year, well, usually she'd have to cut it close because the season is sometimes over, but she'd find the caterpillars that become monarch butterflies and bring them to her classroom and feed them and just, teach the students all about it. And you got to watch them, like the caterpillars grow, and then they turn they do their chrysalis, and then they turn into butterflies, and then you release them. So not only did she do that in her classroom, she did it when we were kids at home all the time, and even as we grew up, we did it. So it's something I have shared with like my college roommates, different jobs, my coworkers and stuff, because so many people have no clue about it or have never done it. So I happened to like look, we have a couple milkweed in our yard, and the day of the sump pump, when I got out of the van to go into the house, I thought, oh, I'm gonna go check the milkweed right there, and I looked, and there were 2 caterpillars I saw right away. So I'm like, oh, this is wonderful, I'll bring those to work. And then I went in the house and the sump pump thing happened. But before work, we have a little critter catcher keeper thing, and I put them in. So we have some caterpillars. There's 2 larger ones, and there's 2 itty bitty babies too that I found that must have seriously just hatched. So if you're not familiar, the monarch, the butterflies go around and they lay their eggs on the milkweed plants, because milkweed is the only thing that these caterpillars will eat. So that's how you know where to find them, is on milkweed. And then the eggs hatch, and they just start eating right away, and they do their thing. So that's pretty fun. I am chronicling that on Snapchat. I don't know that I'm going to have the time to actually like make a video or anything out here about it, but I'm sure you can Google and see the whole process in like a 1 minute. But if you follow me on Snapchat, I will update you every day I'm at work of how the butterfly or the caterpillar family is doing. So I did name them all, but until they are actually butterflies, I won't know if they're boys or girls. Yes, I can tell once they're butterflies. Caterpillars, not a clue. They all look the same. So that's kind of fun. And so far the people at work are pretty excited about it. They're like, what is that? You know, you get a few, they're like, it's a bug. And I'm like, it's not. It's, you know, we're seriously far behind, still struggling. We can't keep staff. And I go, it's something to remind us there's beauty in the world. So that's the whole reason we're doing that. Yeah. So life is going pretty good. I have this upcoming weekend off, and it's our local city celebration extravaganza. And my friend Joyce, 91-year-old Joyce, has requested my companionship and to take her to the parade. And then she wants to go into the park and get a taco from the Sertoma taco stand, which basically means she needs somebody to push her in the wheelchair. So I said, I'm not working, I'd be happy to do so. Eddie said if he's home, he will come too. So that could be fun. And then I work another weekend at the end of the month. Well, the weekend before Labor Day is my 5th annual CNE craft retreat that Eddie and I have been putting on. And we have a full house. We rent this house. They call it a retreat center. It's a beautiful home that they have created like a craft room, a work room. And there's room for 15, and I have 16, which means I'm the 16th odd man out that has to either sleep on the air mattress or the cot, but that's fine, and I'll have limited crafting space. So it's a super fun, exciting weekend for us with crafty friends. Eddie takes it off. He is the ladies, seriously, the ladies love him because he is there. He takes care of all the meals, feeding us so nobody has to cook. He takes care of the cleanup. So we all can just focus on relaxing and doing whatever craft we want. Sometimes I've had friends come that like just bring their computers, their laptops, and they do like editing photos, or maybe they scrapbook online, or maybe they just want to get away from their lives and family for a weekend and just hang out and talk or read, or there's like no requirements. Most of us scrapbook or do like cards, greeting cards, but it's just a really fun, lovely group of ladies. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I did take a day off. Normally it works where I like get off Friday morning at 6 a.m. and then have to, I just realized I think I need an extra day off. Anyway, and then goes till Monday, but it'll be what it's going to be. I just realized that, and that makes me bummed. I took Monday off. I need to take Thursday off. What am I thinking? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'll talk more about that when it happens. And yeah. And then Eddie and I are planning a little week vacation in October to go out west from us, from Minnesota, hopefully Colorado, and we're not sure where else, to visit some family. But yeah, that's my excitement. And I've chatted for 20 minutes and the police have not found me. The sun is moving. I'm like seriously hiding behind a tree right now because the sun, there, see it, is shining on me. But okay, I'm gonna go home now, maybe go get a cup of coffee. I have a hair appointment tonight to get a cut, which my bangs, I can tell, are really long, and get my color touched up. And of course, the waxing situation, get rid of those hairs everywheres. And Friday's my massage, so it's gonna be a good week. I hope you guys are all having a great week. I've just been rambling, but that's the scoop on me. I have not had a chance to film with Kim. I have, oh crap, Hannah, I'm sorry, I have one more video to post that I did film. Okay, I have one video that I will schedule this week. And then Kim and I just need to get our butts together to film, because some of you miss her. I miss her a lot too, but some of you are like, seriously, Kathy, tired of listening to you talk, can you get Kim on here? So I'll try and get Kim on here. I'll let her know she's missed. She got her hair done, and I think she did it purple, and I'm super jealous because I have not done that. But she had gone blonde first, so it's easier to go purple. Me, I don't want to go blonde, and with my darker hair with reddish, it doesn't work. But by the time I film, her hair could be a different color, so I'm just letting you know, if you are local and see her. You probably have seen her and I haven't. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go home because I'm very tired and I'm starting to ramble more than normal. And it's starting to get hot in here. I don't know why. The temperature outside is 71, but I'm just idling. I didn't turn the car off. That's probably it, because I didn't want to open the windows and have the bugs come in. But, okay. Have a great week, my friends. I hope things are going well. I hope you haven't had any sump pump or other crappy issues like that. But if you have, hang in there, stay calm, pretend you have Eddie or me talking you down. I'm just like, it's okay, do one thing at a time, it's not your fault. And yeah, because that kind of stuff happens in life. We all get stuck with it, so you're not alone. Do the best you can and celebrate you. Why? Because you matter. You truly do. You really make this world brighter than this sun right now on my face. If the sun had a name, it'd be you. That's you in my life, adding brightness. So thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you and chat with you again soon. Sorry, didn't mean to bump you.